Hello and welcome. Welcome for once to the 1BB channel. Now, those who don't know me, I'm one of the three that help run the Mountain Men YouTube channel. We are more reenactment focused, and I've been asked by the 1BB to help people out with their kits for Riga. Now, people think having a really accurate kit, it's really expensive, it's really hard to do, but hopefully I can help you all and show you that you can actually put together a really reasonable kit with just the bare minimum items. If you're doing Prussian, which I would say 90% of you are, then you can use the 1915, and if you need something to arrive soon, rather quickly, then I would go for the Richard Underwood RUM M15 tunic on Soldier of Fortune. They're UK based, so delivery is rather rapid. I'm going to break it down into what I'd say is essential for an accurate kit and what really isn't, especially when it comes to Airsoft. So what's essential? Getting the uniform right. You know, it's what's covering your body, it's what people see. Cheap options for trousers, any corduroy trousers will do. Especially for this event being Riga 1916, I'd probably go for a greatcoat as a priority. So like cheap Asda corduroy trousers and a greatcoat, and Feldmütze will be the cheapest. A decent Feldmütze from Nestoff will be a bit more expensive than the cheap ones from Soldier of Fortune. I'd recommend spending the money now and not regretting it later. But it's up to you at the end of the day. Okay, so up next we have footwear. You have a few options. The German army love their tall boots. There is a myth that they went to low boots because of leather shortages. I've not seen much evidence of that. The Germans really didn't like low boots and puttees. They believed that it cut off blood circulation in your legs, and it was damaging. I don't know much about that. I've never had any issues like that. I guess it's kind of more like compression socks. If anything, it makes you move about better, but they prefer tall boots. Whereas when you get to Verdun, the Eastern Front, where it's wet, damp, muddy, you want puttees. Again, the thing with boots is you can't skimp out on cheap boots. You need to look after your feet. I used to have a cheap pair of SOF marching boots, and they just absolutely ruined my feet. So I've got these Nestoff ones. When they arrive, they're completely raw, so you need to treat them yourself, which is what I've already done, and they look quite nice. Again, low boots. These ones are from an Italian man, Andrea Roccon. He takes quite a while to make them. Really, if you're in a pinch, maybe like rubber-soled 1970s DMS boots, something rugged, hard-wearing. Just look after your feet. With the uniform out of the way, let's go on to equipment. Now, this looks a lot. It's quite daunting at first, but a lot of the time, mostly in trench warfare, a lot of it's shedded. In terms of mobile warfare on the Eastern Front, you might want to keep a hold of a lot of it. The webbing itself. Now, I'm probably going to say some controversial things here. The Prussians in September of 1915 said all your kit must be black. and for the most part, the Prussians did follow that. So everything that you see that's brown here, if you're doing Prussian, I'd recommend going over black shoe polish, dyeing it black, just something. The Prussians tend to go for black, but the Bavarians, if you know anything about Germany, Bavarians don't like the Prussians don't like the Bavarians. The Bavarians are like, nah, we're sticking with brown. We've got the 1909 pouches, a bit thicker than World War II pouches. If you're doing Pioneer, Cavalry, World War II pouches are fine. For Airsoft, World War II pouches are fine. If that's what you already have, then use it. When it comes to the webbing, a belt, a buckle is all you need. You can always just put the magazines in your coat pocket. If you want to, then maybe venture out into looking at magazine pouches, then a bayonet, then a bread bag, and then the bottom of your list should be the field spade. In a perfect world, you would have a G98. Even I don't own an Airsoft one because they are quite expensive. If you're serious about getting into the hobby, I would recommend one. I've used them in events and they are really nice to use. They're really well made. They're properly converted by Trench Airsoft. Yeah, again, most of the time, whatever unit you'd be portraying, it would be a G98. Though, personally, I prefer something a bit handier. Jaeger units, Pioneer, Cavalry, Artillery, they would have used carbines. So I use this. Yes, it's World War II. It's the Snow Wolf G98. I say again, it's the Snow Wolf K98K. It's only 200 quid. It's really cheap, really easy to use. Again, it's short. You can be really competitive with it. Trench Airsoft are coming with a K98AZ, which is the World War I model, which I have ordered. But there are lads in the group who are really skilled at woodworking. Now, the first prototypes that some lads in the group have made, they did full conversions, making brand new barrel bands, brand new bayonet lugs, the whole lot to make a Kar 98 AZ. Luckily, now that Trench Airsoft are coming out with their own one, that's not actually as important because you can just order the parts. You know, if you buy one of these now and you're good at woodworking, you know, you can buy one of these, make the wooden parts yourself, and make an AZ. So that brings us to the end of this kit guide. If you've got any questions about putting a bare minimum kit together, if you're new to the hobby, or if you want to refine your kit, the game will be taking place on the 25th of April 2026 at Midlands Airsoft War Games, and hopefully this kit guide can help you get there. Really hope to see you then. Thank you and goodbye.